Hey, Karen Buchanan here. What I wanted to talk about today and educate you on was credit. And what are the do's and don'ts when you're purchasing a home? So, first of all, the biggest question that I get asked is about having your credit pulled and a hard inquiry. So, you are allowed to shop for a mortgage within a few week period of time. You're allowed to have multiple inquiries from different mortgage companies, and it will only count as one credit pull. What affects your credit score is when you go out and open a new credit card, you are have a late payment, you get a collection. All of those things are what affects your score most. It's not having your credit pulled. So just be certain that it's kind of the chicken and the egg. What has to come first? We can't pre-approve you or guide you on what you can purchase until we pull your credit. So uh, that's that situation. Then the other biggest piece of your credit score is paying your bills on time. Obviously, life events happen. Understand that, but you know the limited amount of 30-day lates on your credit report is going to benefit you. And then, keep your credit card balances under 40% of the credit limit. So, what improves your score is if you consistently use your credit card and then pay it down. So, you don't have to max out your credit card to get good credit. You just have to use a little bit of it and then pay it down. And that is what improves your score over time. And, so let's just say you have a $2,000 credit limit, 40% of that is $800. So keep your balance at $800 or less, and your score will be the best it can be. And then the other piece is that, so when we go ahead and pull your credit, we of course want to pull it when your score or your balance rather is going to be the lowest of the month. So typically it's when your statement date occurs on your credit card, typically shortly thereafter is when the creditor reports it to the bureaus. So that, your balance that the bureau shows is typically 30 days behind. So just so you know and keep that in mind if you're planning on paying some bills off. And then collections. Paying off collections doesn't always improve your credit score. Um, and I'm not saying don't pay your bills off, but if you pay a collection, your score might not change and can often go down. And that's because the late payment history is already factored into your credit. It doesn't reverse the unpaid debt. So the one thing that we always guide clients on is to ask if you get it, pay it and delete. So, hey, negotiate. I'll pay this collection off. Can we negotiate the balance lower? And then can you provide me with a letter stating that you're going to delete it from my credit report? Then that collection basically goes away. And yes, your score does improve. So that some collection agencies will do that. So we absolutely guide clients to do that. Disputing a trade line is not going to help you with a mortgage. So if you have a bill, a collection, a parking ticket, whatever it might be that you don't agree with, disputing it on our end, like that's not going to help your credit. So just giving you that tip. And then a great resource is myfico.com. There's a lot of FNQs and research. It's a great resource to help educate yourself on how credit works and different scoring models. And which leads me to another thing that I hear all the time is, hey, Credit Karma says my score is X, or my credit card statement showed my credit score is, this is the indicator. So there are different risk algorithms that a mortgage company looks at. There's different FICO models. So when we review all three bureaus, we're going to have typically a lower credit score than you're going to see on Credit Karma. So, again, our goal is to provide you with the knowledge on how to improve your score if you want to or if you need to. And so we can do what's called a credit analysis after we review your credit that tells us exactly, if you need to get your score from 620 to 680 or 700 or whatever the goal might be. I can tell you what you need to do to get there and how many months it's going to take. So the beautiful thing is that we have this technology now. Our goal is to educate you, give you a plan to get into a house. So don't hesitate to reach out. In this world of overwhelming noise, we take the calm approach. Have a great one.